a bit of time? I'm contacting you just so you know. You might like to know. I'm going to get married soon. We have no plans to go on any kind of honeymoon, at least for now. Just a simple wedding, and that's it. We're just going to have an intimate dinner with close friends, and I'm sorry to say, it won't include you or my brother. I'll continue to send money to you, as I said I would, but I want you to know, I don't ever plan to return home. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. That's all I was contacting you about. Nothing more to add, so talk to you again. See ya, Mom.
Hold on 1 second, Pam! Are you kidding me? I haven't heard from you in years, and suddenly here you are telling me you're getting married and you're not inviting us? And what's this about getting married? You can't just go off and get married. Who the hell gave you permission to do that? I don't recall ever allowing you to get married, for God's sake.
I'm sorry, Mom, but I don't need your permission to get married. That's my prerogative. I marry when I want to. You have no say in it. Please, just stay out of this. This does not concern you. What do you care if I get married or not?
Am I hearing you right? You're my daughter. I cannot allow you to get married without my permission. I will decide the time and place. And who is this guy anyway? Some loser you recently picked up? You are not marrying this guy.
What the hell is wrong with you, Mom? You never cared for me. You left me to fend for myself for all these years. Why all of a sudden concern? Would you just stay out of it and let me go on with my life?
Don't you dare talk back to me. I will not allow you to get married or have this silly dinner of yours and no future honeymoon. I demand that you break up with this loser guy you picked up and do it ASAP. Cut this guy clean out of your life. You'll thank me for it someday.
Oh boy, what did I get myself into? What was I thinking? I never should have contacted you and just gotten married, and that would have been the end of it.
How dare you say that? How could you not tell your mother? Have you forgotten that I raised you? All the years that I devoted my life to you?
Devoted your life to me? Did I hear you right? Don't make me laugh, Mom. The only person you devoted your life to was Brad. Your perfect son was the only person important to you. Maybe not so perfect. He's still unemployed and living at home, isn't he? You certainly raised him right. You keep referring to me as your daughter, but am I really? To me, it just seems like Brad is your only child. I used to come home from school and there would only be enough supper for Brad and nothing for me. You'd always tell me to get by on my own. Paddle your own canoe is what you always used to say. You never prepared anything for me. I had to wash my own clothes for school. The books I needed, I bought with the money I made with my part-time job. Did you ever once celebrate my birthday or my graduation? It was always an afterthought. You treated me with disdain all these years. And now you're acting like some caring mother? Please, spare me.
Acting like a caring mother? I am your mother. That's a fact. I only treated you that way to build your character so that you can stand on your own. You should be thanking me. Do you think I enjoyed it? I did it out of love. I'm disappointed in you, Pam. How could you think that about your mother? Come on, Mom, don't give me that baloney story. You always favored Brad. You'd cook and clean for him. You were stuck to him like glue. Whether it was Christmas, a birthday, Halloween, or any other event, you always had a present ready for him. He was spoon-fed when he was a baby, and he's spoon-fed now. You know what, Mom? I never once received clothes from you. Ever. It was always Dad and Grandma that looked after me, that bought me what I needed for school. You're always bringing up stuff from the past. Would you please stop with the belly aching? You've always had this sharp-tongued attitude ever since you were a child. Sharp-tongued attitude? Me? No way. It's your attitude that was the problem. Why do you think I left home when I was only still in junior high? And wasn't it about the same time that Dad left you? Please, don't compare me to him. How could you say that, Pam? We
kinda got sidetracked, it seems. Mom, just butt out, would you? I don't want you meddling in my affairs. I will continue to call you Mom just out of habit, but know this. I never once thought of you as my mother. You didn't earn that respect from me. I don't care what you think. I don't need your permission to get married. End of story. I will keep saying this, but I will not permit you to get married. This loser is not for you. Cut him out of your life or you'll regret it. Why are you so against me marrying the guy I love? You sound like you have someone else ready. Is that what you're suggesting? You're not as dumb as I thought. Yes, there is someone I have ready for you. I took the initiative of selecting your new husband. I have it all arranged with Dennis Manning. He's your new husband. I have already arranged for a meeting with him and his family. When can you get down here? Hold on one second, Mom. Back in a bit. Are you telling me you want me to marry Dennis Manning? The Mannings that own all that property near you? The big property owner? You want me to marry Dennis? That fat, hairy slob? The guy who always has something nasty to say? You must be joking. That's right, that Dennis. I'm surprised you remember. I ran into him the other day and he mentioned that he was thinking of getting married. His wife passed away 5 years ago and he was worried he would have to manage all that property alone. That's when I suggested that he marry you. And I have to say, he wasn't all that turned off by the suggestion. Lucky you, huh? So I immediately arranged for a meeting downtown. Dennis is all in and ready. When can you be here? That's why this marriage of yours is not going to happen. You're out of your mind, Mother. I wish you wouldn't make plans for me like that. What gives you the right to manipulate my life? There is no way that I'm marrying that fat slob. Have you totally lost it? Are you serious? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. He owns all that property. You're set for life. We won't ever have to worry about money again. Think about it, Pam. You marry him, and after a few years, he passes, and all that property will be ours. How could you pass that up? Your brother finally got a job last month, but having that much property, we'll be set. I mean, really, Pam, how could you fail to take advantage of that? You don't care doodly squat about me. It's all about the money, isn't it? This whole thing only benefits you and Brad, as it is with everything else. This has nothing whatsoever to do with me. It doesn't matter whether I'm happy or not. I'm sorry, Mother, but you're not going to get your way this time, or ever again, for that matter. I have zero intention of returning home or quitting my job. And I have zero aspiration of marrying that person. What are you, Pam? Still 5 years old? This is your future we're talking about. The road to happiness for any woman is to marry a rich guy and become a housewife. But most of all, it's to be a good daughter and show loyalty to her mother. That's why I'm telling you to marry this man. He may be over 50 and twice your age, but think of the rewards it will bring. I think you need to be institutionalized. Do you really think I would marry a fat 50-year-old slob for you and Brad? And no doubt this is about you guys. I don't figure in this little scheme of yours. No, Mom, I'm going to pass on this. I've really had enough of this. I can't listen to any more of this nonsense. Don't ever contact me again. Do you hear me?
Hey, Pam, now why'd you have to go and do that? Mom is super pissed. You always seem to piss her off royally. Why be so stubborn? I really wish you would cut the crap.
Huh? Pardon me, what's this got to do with you?
It's got everything to do with me. What are you talking about? After that line conversation with you, she really fell into a depression. She was so hysterical, she didn't even make me dinner last night. I had to pop down to McDonald's for some chicken nuggets. I just returned from drinking with my buddies and was hoping for some of Mom's beef stew. She just went on and on about you. She didn't stop harping on it till well after midnight. Just apologize to her. Give her a call or send her a text or something, would ya? She won't stop making an issue of it.
Wait, you want me to apologize? Are you kidding me? Why would I do that? She's the one that ignored my feelings and went ahead and arranged this kooky marriage with that old Manning guy. The guy's like my father, for God's sake, and she wants me to marry the guy? She's nuts. This is all about the guy's property and money, period. She has no interest in me.
She's just so worried about you. You're not all that pretty and you don't really have any skills to write home about. She's worried for you. Stop being so stubborn and just say thank you and accept a proposal. That's all you have to do. Why be so pig-headed? Why do you always have to go out of your way to make Mom cry, for Pete's sake?
Don't give me this big long lecture, Brad. Who the hell do you think you are? You have no right lecturing me. After all, who sent money every month so that you could live comfortably all these years?
I wasn't living comfortably. I was looking for a job. It was just bad timing. The job market was a mess back then. You do realize I went to graduate school, right? I could get any job if I really wanted. And just so you know, I had a whole slew of offers, but I turned them down. I was overqualified for those positions.
Oh, yeah, I bet they were banging your door down, I'm sure. I remember you got that one job at the PC shop, but quit after a month. Said you needed time to study or some such nonsense.
Keep ranting and raving, Pam. That's all you're good at. Anyways, I already got a new job. Didn't Mom tell you? It's not a big company, but they are growing and business is good. When my application goes through the final step and I get to work, it will grow expeditiously. That's for certain. Not something you, a high school dropout, can say. I'll double your salary within the year!
Oh, big talk, huh? Just don't quit in a month. Good luck.
Anyway, we're straying off point. Just text or call Mom and apologize. And tell her you'll accept her offer of marriage. This could set you up for life, Pam. I would give it a serious thought. This kind of chance doesn't come every day. I suggest you take it.
Like I told Mom, I already decided who to marry, and it's not Dennis Manning. I'm engaged, and that's the only person I want to marry. That's final. I will never meet or marry Mr. Manning. Maybe Mom should marry him, huh?
I'm telling you, Pam, you're going to regret marrying this loser. You'll be back begging Mom to arrange a meeting. It may be too late by then. An ugly little high school dropout like you would just get dumped eventually. I would take this offer if I were you, Pam. You'd be set for life if you marry this rich dude. Mark my words. It would make Mom super happy. What more is there?
You have no idea what kind of a person my fiancé is, and I wish you would stop making my life decisions for me. I couldn't care less what you guys say. You will not manipulate my life. I marry who I choose, nobody else.
This is getting nowhere, for God's sakes. Nobody wants to hear your pea-brain excuses, Pam. Just do as you're told, would ya? You really have the nerve disobeying us? After all we've done for you? You marry this guy, and all you'll end up doing is staying at home to cook and clean while he goes chasing girls.
This is the thanks I get for sending you guys money all these years? Where's the gratitude for that?
Sending us money? You mean the peanuts you were sending us? That? We didn't even need that. That was just pocket change. That's all you can do, Pam. Work your butt off and send us a few pennies each month. What are you good for? You should be grateful to us. We're giving you an opportunity to redeem yourself. A chance to live a comfortable life. No longer will you have to work all day and bring home pennies. All you need to do is bow your head and be the obedient little sister and daughter.
All right. I see where you're coming from. Okay. Have it your way.
Have I finally gotten through to that thick head of yours? You're so dense, I never thought it possible. All right, then. Let's get this marriage on the road, then.
Wait a sec, Brad. I wasn't agreeing on the marriage. What I was acknowledging was the fact that cockroaches like you have to be eradicated.
Cockroaches? You're going to regret that remark, Pam.
Yeah, whatever. So, the monthly payments? You didn't need it at all? Just mere pennies, huh? Okay. That means your new job at that firm? Forget it ever happened.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that? What's this have to do with my job?
Everything, actually. I'm so sorry about this. I know you were looking forward to working at that firm. I'll contact them and rescind the application. Say you found another job or something. Good luck trying to find another job. I hear the job market is super tough now. But you went to graduate school, so I'm sure you'll manage.
Pam, I have no friggin' idea what you're talking about. You have nothing to do with this new job I got.
That's where you're mistaken, Brad.
The hell are you talking about?
That company you applied to? I own that company.
Hold it a second, what?
As you probably remember, I left home right after dropping out of high school. You probably thought I just started working, but actually, I went on to finish high school through night classes and online, and I also managed to graduate from college. I paid for everything through a scholarship and a part-time job. Plus, Dad helped me out quite a bit too.
This is the first I'm hearing of any of this.
That company you applied to? I set up that company while still in college. After graduating, it really took off and still growing. I accepted your application because, well, call it helping a relative. I really don't know what I was thinking. I figured I had a duty to my brother, but I guess I was delusional. I was going to cut all financial assistance to you guys after getting married, but I couldn't just let my brother be unemployed. Figured you guys needed some income, not the pennies I was sending. So I asked HR to accept your application. I established another company, so I'll be tied up over there for a while. And I was going to sell the company after a year. Figured we would never meet, and you probably wouldn't find out I owned the company. But turns out my plans were all for naught. I'm going to have to call HR and rescind your application.
Hold it a second. Is this some kind of sick joke? What are you trying to pull here, Pam? None of this makes any sense. How could you own a company, for Pete's sake? That makes you the CEO of that company? Now that's a riot.
You know what, Brad? I don't give a darn if you believe me or not. I'll contact you about the cancellation of the job application in a few days. What reason should I give? That you insulted the company CEO or something like that? What do you think? Oh yeah, I was contemplating sending you guys money for a couple more years if necessary, but the end of this month will be the final payment, just so you're aware. Oh, and for your information, I was paying all your utilities like gas and electricity. That's not my responsibility anymore, so you guys handle it from now on, okay? I have the means, of course, but I couldn't be bothered with handling all expenses for you guys. I'm really sorry about all this. I tried. I really did. You're the one with all the brains in the family, right? Good college and graduate school. You'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Hold it a sec, Pam. Not so fast. You can't just cancel my application or cut all support to us? Are you serious? How are we supposed to live? Tell me that!
That's your job, Brad, not mine. You're the eldest. I only have the skill to cook and keep house, right? Oh my, I don't know what I should do, Brad. Please help me.
Is This is not a joke, Pam. Are you going to abandon us? Leave us to fend for ourselves?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. You guys never had any love for me. You didn't care if I lived or died, to be frank. So why shouldn't I abandon you, right? All right, let's cut this short, shall we? I have to head over to HR and get this done. Goodbye, Brad. Have a nice life, and good luck.
Pam, pick up, would you? Pam! What's this about stopping payment? And about Brad's new job? What's with that? What's going on?
Oh, that was pretty fast. So you heard it all from Brad then? I'm sure he explained everything in detail. It's as he explained it. I'm fed up with your self-centered ways. I tried to accommodate you, but it just didn't work out. I've decided to cut all family ties with you guys, but to be honest, there really were no real ties to cut to begin with. And with that, I do not plan to continue further support to you and Brad. After all, you're no longer family. Why send money to total strangers, right? As for Brad's job application, I pulled some strings to get him in, but now that's ancient history. That's the gist of it, Mom. Satisfied?
Hold it 1 second, Pam. You're not getting away with this. I will not allow you to do such a thing. I demand that you pay the support money and get Brad's application back on track again.
Like I said, I have no intention of getting your permission for anything. You're not my boss, you're not my mother, you're nothing to me. I hope you have fun living there with no electricity or gas. But then again, you get to live there with your favorite unemployed son. Good luck with that. I don't care what you do going forward. Sell the house or whatever. I have no intention of getting involved. Figure it out yourselves.
Please, Pam, hold it a second, please. Let's talk this over. Please, don't cut me off. I apologize. It was all my fault. Please, forgive me.
Please, Mother? I know you don't mean that. When was the last time you ever apologized? No need to put on this big act. I know you, Mom. You're a phony.
It's no act, I assure you. So please, I apologize for all I said. You don't have to marry this Dennis guy, so please, let's talk. I'm truly sorry. I mean it. I really hope you'll forgive me, Pam. Please, I mean it. From the bottom of my heart. I'll do anything you ask. Please don't abandon me. Help your mother out, for God's sake.
I don't think of you as my mother. You never did anything for me that a real mother would do. You're the one that abandoned me years ago.
Please, Pam, don't say that.
I doubt we'll ever meet again. I wish you guys the best. Good luck. After that conversation, I immediately deleted their addresses. I also changed my phone and number so they would never contact me again. I was also paying their smartphone bills too, so I terminated those. I also got rid of the bank account I had set up for them to receive monthly funds. As for my marriage, that went without a hitch, and we moved into our new home a few days ago. I'm sure my mom and Brad are in a panic right about now. Their smartphones are no longer working and their bank account has been depleted. And soon the lights will go out in their home. But can you really feel pity for them after how they treated me? With all that befalling them, Brad's non-existent job, the useless smartphones, the empty bank account, and the utility bills, they came to my company begging me for help. Of course, I was not there, but because of the commotion they caused, the police were eventually called. But before they arrived, they realized their predicament and took off with their tails between their legs. Last I heard, they were blaming each other for the dire situation that they got themselves in. I can't understand why they don't pull up their bootstraps and start working. After a couple of months, we finally settled down and had a nice wedding celebration at a nearby restaurant. My father, my grandmother, and a number of close friends were in attendance. My needs are very simple, and I'm totally happy with that. I should have cut ties with them a long time ago.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Karen, if you're there, pick up. I just saw that brochure on the kitchen table. That one about the Hawaii trip. What's with that?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb, Karen. It was on the kitchen table this morning. Why did you even pick that up? Did you stop by the travel agency just to get that?
So that means you went into our house without permission. I told you to give me advance notice if you're coming over. How many times do I have to keep telling you? Even if you're my mother-in-law, it doesn't give you the right to just walk in.
Oh, please don't start. Besides, I want to know about this brochure for this Hawaii trip. I want an answer right this minute. What is this?
It's nothing. It's just a brochure. I was shopping downtown and happened to pass by a travel agency and picked up one of their brochures out front. Actually, I didn't even realize it was Hawaii until later. The brochure looked nice is all.
Are you planning on going to Hawaii on vacation? Is that it? We have no plans for any kind of vacation. Then why did you go out of your way to get this brochure? And you leave it on the kitchen table for all to see? You knew I would see it. Are you poking fun at me or something?
Pardon me? I just left it on the table when I came home. You're the one who came into the house without permission. Besides, what's it to you if I grab a brochure or not? Just leave me alone, would you please? Don't freak out just because I picked up a brochure.
It's your fault, Karen. You should have thought about that before bringing such a thing home.
Like I said, Mother, please don't come into our house without permission. Then you would have never seen the brochure. Sheesh.
Don't you dare talk back to me. I'm going to confiscate this brochure if you don't mind. From now on, I will not allow you to bring home such brochures or magazines.
Keep the brochure. I don't care what you do with it.
Hey, Karen. Where'd that brochure for Hawaii go? I saw it on the kitchen table this morning. I was going to look through it later.
Oh, hey, Bob. You're pretty early today. Yeah, the brochure. Your mom confiscated it.
Excuse me? She confiscated it?
Yeah, it seems she got into the house without permission again.
What? Are you serious? I thought I took the extra key from her way back.
I bet you anything that she somehow got hold of Dad's extra key.
Yeah, that's probably it. I better warn Dad about that later on.
Yeah, please do.
I can't believe my mom. Man, I'm glad you left all our important papers at your parents' place and not here. I don't even want to imagine what she would do with them. Dad and I were always worrying what Mom would do next, but I never imagined she would come into our house without permission after warning her countless times.
That she feels that if it's her son's house, it's hers as well.
Yeah, I could just see her saying exactly that. I was hoping we wouldn't have to go ahead with our plans, but maybe I should talk to Dad and get things moving.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you do, let me know ASAP, because I have to give my company some advance notice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are you on your way home?
Yeah, should be home like 30 minutes or so.
Alright. I'll cook up some supper. I was a bit late today too, so nothing special. I heat up some pasta, a little wine perhaps.
Sounds good. Can't wait to see you soon.
Hey, Karen, I got the okay from Dad.
Oh, yeah, roger that.
I need a favor from you, Karen.
Okay, what is it?
Remember the issue about the brochure? You know, when Mom was all worked up over that thing? I think it was a month or so ago.
Yeah, how can I forget? She freaked out over that thing. I told her I just picked it up and we had no plans for a vacation, but she went ballistic and confiscated the darn thing. I couldn't understand why she would go so far.
About that Hawaii trip, would you mind making plane reservations for that vacation?
Pardon me? Are you saying we're really going to Hawaii?
Yeah, that's right. I figure it would be useful to mislead her, as a part of our little scheme.
What do you mean by misled? Oh, wait, I get it. Because it's Hawaii, huh? You got it. You know it's in Hawaii.
We'll get her to go there herself.
Roger that. Make sure to text me when things really start moving. Got it?
You got it!
I knew it! You guys are planning to go on that Hawaii trip. I just knew. You can't fool me. This will not do. I won't be left behind. How could you go on vacation without me? No way that's happening.
Mother, how could you? My plane ticket? I was just about to go into the terminal when you grabbed the ticket out of my hand and boarded the plane. How could you?
Looks like they were already closing the doors. We're about to take off. Hawaii, here I come. I arrived at the terminal right when you were standing up to board the plane. Lucky me, you were the last to board. I can't wait to get to Hawaii. I'll have fun on your behalf. See ya.
But...
Oh, wow. Business class. You really know how to splurge. It's a 6-hour flight, so it's going to be comfortable with these wide seats. And the service is going to be wonderful. Hope they serve beef. Maybe I'll have some red wine with that. LOL.
I was going to change my ticket to economy after talking with Bob. He thought it was a little overpriced. I was on my way to talk to the girl at the counter when you showed up out of nowhere. I was going to switch to the evening flight.
Huh? Wait, what?
Hey, Bob, it's your mom. She snatched my plane ticket from me just as I was going to the counter to get a refund. She then ran right through the boarding gate and onto the plane. I didn't have time to downgrade the ticket and get a refund.
Seriously? Alright then. Just cancel and get a refund for that and my tickets then.
Way ahead of you. Did it as soon as I realized what was happening.
Good thinking. She'll get there and realize that she's all alone and we'll end up spending a fortune. Won't have any money left to get back. But then again, that's the plan. It'll give us time to check out our new place up north in Maine. I always wanted to live there.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I arrived at Honolulu, but nobody is here. Figured I would check in at the hotel and maybe relax at the beach tomorrow.
Oh, so you're okay being alone then?
Well, Hawaii is like any other state. Everyone speaks English. No problem.
Yeah, I suppose so.
By the way, you made reservations at the Sheraton at Waikiki, right? Reservations are in your name, right?
How do you know that?
I know that Bob and his father are checking in later today, too. I heard you guys talking about it and saw the reservation after reading your email.
That means you went into our house without permission and scrounged through our stuff again. You even looked through my email.
Well, that's because you guys were sneaking around behind my back. That's why I knew you'd be at the airport this morning. I caught you right at the opportune time, snatched that ticket, and hopped on the plane.
Yeah, I was just going to the counter to talk to the attendant.
Yeah, sorry, I had to do it. I had to teach you a lesson. Anyway, you're just a housewife. You don't deserve a nice trip like this. I suggest you stay home and look after the house.
Look after the house. Huh, yeah, whatever. But I have to say, I was a little doubtful that you would actually snatch the ticket from me, but it worked.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Your husband has been married to you for like 20 years, and he was sure it would work. Guess he can read you like a book. I told him it would never work, but I guess I was wrong.
What the hell are you talking about, Karen?
Have fun in Hawaii.
Karen, what are you talking about?
We're headed up to Maine in a few days. We rented a cottage on the lake. Beautiful spot.
When I got to the hotel and went for dinner, my brother was there sitting at the table. What's going on?
Hey, Mom. You there?
Brad, where have you been? I thought you were coming here with your father, but I find my brother here? You know we don't get along. Did you know about this? I haven't seen my brother in years. He says he lives here, runs some gift shop over on the other side of the island.
Yeah, of course I knew about it. That's why we tricked you into going there.
Excuse me? You tricked me into coming here?
Mom, what is it that you get out of mistreating Karen all the time? Do you enjoy it?
Huh? What do you mean?
You did the same thing to your son Jim about 4 years ago. Remember when Jim planned that honeymoon with his new bride? You swiped her ticket and insisted that you would go with your son. I remember you saying that such a trip was too good for her, that you would go on her behalf. I mean, come on, Mom. Seriously? Wasn't that the reason Jim wanted nothing to do with you? Isn't that why he moved away? Bet you don't even know where he lives now.
But I was only trying to...
Anyway, Dad knew how you would react and set up this little scheme, and it worked like a charm.
Wait, excuse me. This was all a scheme of some kind?
Yeah, it was a hassle, but it worked out. From this day forward, we, Dad included, have cut family ties with you.
But why? Why, Brad?
Because you treat Karen, my wife, with total disdain, as if she were a maid.
But I was trying to teach her to be a good wife is all.
Yeah, by throwing out her cooking, or purposely messing up the room and demanding that she clean it up. There were countless incidents I could point to, but it would take all day, and I don't have time for that. Did you really think that Dad and I didn't notice? Jim left because of how you treated his wife. Didn't you learn your lesson? We were worried that would escalate so far that maybe someone would get hurt. That's how concerned we were. Well, we contacted your brother, Uncle Bruce, and we explained the whole thing to him. He agreed to take you in. So, that's how you ended up there.
No, please, I can't stay here. Not with Bruce. You know I don't get along with him. I never wanted to see him again. I didn't even know where he lived. I hadn't seen him in years.
That's why we asked him to take care of you from now on, and he agreed.
No, that can't be right.
Bruce is a real disciplinarian. He's one tough cookie. Runs his own business, has numerous employees. This will be good for you, Mom. You need a little discipline in your life. A little taste of your own medicine. He's actually quite excited about finally teaching his little sister proper manners.
No, this can't be.
We also took this opportunity to move out. This will probably be the last time we talk. Goodbye, Mother. It was nice knowing you.
Brad, you can't do this. You're my son.
I heard later she was taken to her brother's place on the other side of the island and set up in a small dormitory. The next day, my Uncle Bruce got her started as a store clerk greeting tourists. But as you can imagine, she wasn't actually good at her job. I heard she tried escaping several times, possibly trying to catch a plane back to the mainland, but without any real money, she wasn't able to get very far. Uncle Bruce picked her up, wandering down Waikiki Boulevard. I think she's finally come to the realization that she'll just have to make the best of it. Actually, living in Hawaii doesn't sound that bad.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Abigail, what the heck do you think you're doing? Did you leave Ava on my front doorstep?
Good. You found her so early in the morning. That's such a relief for me.
You could have done anything, but you thought it was best to ring my doorbell and run off early in the morning?
Well, it's not good to leave a 1-year-old child outside for a long period of time by themselves.
If you knew that, then you shouldn't have done that. And besides, what if I refused to let her into the house? Then what would you have done?
But if I had some errands to run, then I guess there's not much I could have done about it.
No matter how close you are to your neighbors, you can't just leave your child the way you did. It's barbaric.
But you're a full-time housewife now. So what's the problem, Katrina? You are free, right? So there should be no issues with looking after my daughter.
How many times do I have to say this to you? I had no choice but to quit my job, as my husband's company is making him transfer. My family would be moving somewhere else.
Yeah, that's why I objected to that. So you can take care of my daughter, you see. Now that my friend next door has become a full-time housewife, it's easier for me to leave my daughter with her. It wouldn't work at all if you and your husband had to move. That's why your husband should just move by himself and leave his family alone.
Don't you see what you're saying right now is so selfish, Abigail?
No, not really. Look, I'm meeting up with someone right now. We'll talk about this later.
Wait a minute, Abigail. You can't just bail on the conversation. You're causing so much trouble. You can't just do this to your own daughter. Abigail! How could you just leave Ava on my front doorstep once again? Now you're just being totally irresponsible when it comes to your child's well-being.
Oh, hey. Wow. You were a bit late in noticing her today, weren't you?
I just found out about 30 minutes ago. I went out to run some errands and I decided to go to my parents' house in the neighboring town. My husband, who was at home, heard what seemed to be the sound of crying around by our front door early this morning. He went out to have a look and was shocked to see that it was Ava bawling her eyes out, so we let her inside.
No, what? Your husband hasn't left you alone to go to his new job yet?
Abigail, I'm moving from this house in a week's time. That's it. You can't keep doing this. I heard that the temperature this morning was a lot cooler than usual for this time of year. How could you leave a 1-year-old outside in the freezing cold weather?
Right, okay. Just take care of my daughter, please and thank you.
You're being such an irresponsible mother. My house is not a child care center.
I don't care for all the finer details. I'm just asking for this one tiny little favor. Besides, you got a child to take care of anyway, Katrina. Having another kid to look after is hardly going to change anything.
You know that my child is an elementary school student, right? During the daytime like today, it's a school day.
So? It means that you have a lot more extra time on your hands to look after my daughter.
That's not how it works, Abigail.
No, great. I'll leave you to take care of her. I'll be back later tonight.
Are you even listening to me, Abigail? I'm not a child care center.
Hey, I promised a friend that I would hang out with them today.
Really? It's such an unavoidable task that you have to ditch your daughter again to hang out with a friend?
Yes, of course. Since you've become a full-time housewife, your help has been impeccable. On that note, enjoy your time with my kid, and I'll catch up with you later.
Abigail, if you're going to keep causing trouble, I'll just have to put my ideas into action. Let that be a warning to you.
Hello? I left Ava at your front door over an hour and a half ago, and I still haven't got any messages from you. Are you there, Katrina? Since I haven't heard from you, does that mean you're finally agreeing to take care of my daughter?
What are you on about, Abigail?
I mean, either way, I'll be back in 3 days' time, so thank you for taking care of her again.
Abigail, there's no way this is happening right now. Did you try to leave Ava at my house again?
I didn't try to leave her there. I did leave her at your house. It's been an hour and a half already, so obviously you've let her into your house, right? The fact that you didn't contact me is proof above everything else.
No, I don't remember accepting your daughter into my house without directly asking me. Didn't you hear me telling you that it was going to be -3 degrees this morning? It's a really cold morning, Abigail, and since you're a mother, it's on you if you didn't consider that in your so-called plans.
I had no choice but to do that. I can control the weather. I'm already on the plane right now, so just get my daughter from your front door and look after her for a while. Since you live next door, you're like family to me, so I can request anything from you without any hassles. It's such a lucky thing to have.
Are you serious? You know that I'm also on a plane, right?
Huh? No, I'm on a plane, silly. What are you talking about?
I've already told you about this, Abigail. I said this time last week that I was moving out of my house. Today is the moving out day.
Oh, right. So your husband has finally left you behind. Of course you'll be at home by yourself then.
No, I'm with my child as well.
Oh, yes, of course you're with your child. You're with my child as well.
That's not it at all, Abigail. I'm only with my child right now, not yours. It was a plan all along for my whole family to move away together.
I have to turn off my phone now. The plane is about to take off.
Abigail? Abigail, is your phone on again? If your husband isn't picking up any of his calls, I guess your phone might also be turned off. We're already working on getting some care for Ava since you abandoned her. By leaving her in my care, you've really put yourself between a rock and a hard place, Abigail. You better be prepared for what is going to come next. Well, I guess from now on, I won't be in touch with you. Once you get this message, you should contact your husband as soon as possible.
Oh, Katrina, I just landed. I'm just in the airport's arrival gate now. I might have to wait a while to get a car back, so it might take about an hour to get home maybe. If it starts to get a little late, I'll just stay at a nearby hotel for the night. So, could you please look after Ava for just one more night? That would be great.
Abigail? I may be wrong, but did you have your phone turned off for your entire trip?
Huh? What do you mean?
You need to go back through your chat history to understand what's been going on here. It seems like you've never got in touch with your husband after all.
Huh? Would have helped my husband. What? What do you even mean? Katrina, did you try to contact my husband or something?
I suppose you saw your chat history from 3 days ago then.
What the heck do you mean by your messages? By the time I moved in next door to you, my husband was already working away from home. It would have been nice if he returned every 6 months or so, though.
Yeah, you've told me all this before, Abigail. You said the reason why you wanted to move into that house is so that you could be in your husband's hometown.
Yeah, that's true, but how can you talk to my husband?
Well, my husband and I were childhood friends, and we were born and raised in that same area. As you know, we got married. Your husband was also from the same place as us and went to the same elementary and middle school together. In other words, we have known him way longer than you.
What? Well, this is just a small world, isn't it?
I exchanged contact information through my husband, and now there's no need to contact your husband directly about what you've done.
No, wait, what? Oh, this can't be happening.
Since you decided to leave your daughter again a week ago, I contacted your husband and explained the situation. He said his mother was at home, and that I could go to your mother-in-law for help.
My mother-in-law is involved now? No.
Your mother-in-law's house is literally only a 10-minute car ride away. In addition to that, the old lady who lives diagonally across from my house knows your mother-in-law, so she was able to help out as well.
What the heck is that extreme reaction to you taking care of my daughter?
3 days ago, when you left Ava at my front doorstep, the old lady immediately came over and took care of her once she saw her sitting there by herself. She raced back to her house and called your mother-in-law, and she came over and took care of Ava.
You can't do that. Where's my Ava now?
Based on the recent events, I assume your mother-in-law is taking much better care of her than you ever would. I didn't even want to touch on what I was hearing, but why didn't you just check on her yourself?
No way. It was your job to check on her and take care of her while I was away. This has made me extremely angry.
Even if you say things like that, it's not going to help. I don't know your mother-in-law's contact information.
Then why don't you check with my husband?
Why should I have to do it? I'm still unpacking from moving into my new house.
I'm only asking you to check on my daughter. What's the big deal?
She isn't my daughter. You're the one that needs to do it. I'm starting my new day job the day after tomorrow. It seems like it's a complete waste of time trying to talk to you about how important it is to look after your own child.
A complete waste of time?
Yes, you need to do everything on your own. It's your mess, so you clean it up.
How dare you say something like that to me? I'm absolutely disgusted right now.
You left Ava in the -3-degree weather in the early hours of the morning. You don't need to say how horrible I'm being when you don't even care about your own daughter. I see no point in continuing this conversation if you can't see what you've done is wrong. See ya, Abigail.
My husband filed a divorce from me.
Wait, Abigail? It's been a few weeks since we last talked.
And I lost custody rights to Ava. Even my own parents are super angry at me and have disowned me. Why is everyone so against me?
Oh, I got a call from your husband saying that he owes me an apology for what you did to me, and that he found out that you were having an affair, and that the last trip you went on with your secret lover was actually a love affair vacation. What's more is that you lied to your lover that you were in fact single and not dating anyone.
Well, if you just took care of Ava, like you were supposed to, none of this would have happened.
At that point, I was moving my family and we were boarding a plane to our new home. I told you many times that I was moving, but you didn't care about anyone else in the situation and did what you wanted to do. You can't blame me for your wrongdoings.
Your stupid husband should have been the only one who moved so that you could take care of my daughter. Stop lying! This is your fault!
It wasn't my selfish decisions and my infidelity that led to Ava needing childcare. It should have been your own responsibility. From the beginning to the end, there was no other conversation had, other than that I was moving away. I told you and you didn't listen.
But you can't do this to me.
I'm constantly repeating the same things over and over again. I'm done. I've had enough of you.
But wait a minute. Katrina, please?
There's no point. I'm done waiting. Enjoy your new single life, Abigail.
You can't just end it like that, Katrina!
I couldn't believe the reason that Ava needed childcare was for Abigail to have a love affair vacation. My first thought was that Ava is now safe, away from her mother. We made a decision to contact the husband when Ava was left at my doorstep for the second time. On the third time, we had the help from the mother-in-law and the old lady across the road. I felt so relieved that the plan worked out. Also, during the second and third times that she abandoned her daughter, there was already an investigation launched into her affair. She is now paying alimony for what she's done. The partner that she cheated with